Hi everyone! So it is week 9 pregnancy vlog update. So as of today I'm actually 10 weeks pregnant. So I'm going to review my 9 weeks and how that went. So in terms of a lot of things, they disappeared. So last week I was talking about how some of my pregnancy symptoms were decreasing, and within the last week they're gone. I don't really have nauseousness. I'm not uber tired. I don't really feel pregnant. My belly is starting to definitely stick out a little bit more, so I'm pretty sure there's something growing in there. I'm going to actually contact one of my mommy groups and see if anybody purchased a Doppler for at-home checking, just so that I don't have to bug the midwives. I don't have another appointment still for quite a while. I want to say it's like 2 or 3 weeks. But I'm curious as to whether or not I can find a heartbeat. So I'm going to figure out if someone in my area has one of those little at-home Dopplers that may or may not work. If I don't find anything, I'm not going to be worried because it is still really early. But it would be kind of nice to spend some time looking for a heartbeat. So the nausea seems to be pretty much gone unless I let myself get too hungry. So if I get hungry and I don't do anything about it, I start getting really hungry, and then the nauseousness kind of starts setting in a little bit. I did pick up some cream cheese last week, and it was amazing. I've gone through the whole container. It's Urban Garlic, the Philadelphia brand, Urban Garlic cream cheese with stoned wheat thins. So good. Kind of my go-to for when I'm starting to feel hungry, or I'm kind of over feeling hungry. It just helps to quell the hunger on so many levels that it works really well for me. We don't have any more in the house right now, so I don't know how that's going to go. We were away for a little while. We were staying in a hotel, and I did find I had a lot of lower back pain, but I'm pretty sure it was the bed and the fact that we were co-sleeping all night. So I was sleeping in funny positions all night as it was, just due to co-sleeping and then being pregnant and being on a not so nice bed. We have a pretty expensive mattress that we got when we moved in together, and we got a bed, so sleeping on some hotel beds that are cheap hotels, not as comfortable for me anymore. So that's kind of all that I can think of off the top of my head right this moment. I have gained 1 pound, so it doesn't look like I'm going to lose 6 pounds this pregnancy like I did in my last pregnancy. I am officially carrying a fetus now and not an embryo, which is rather exciting. Again, assuming that there's something in there, because I haven't had an ultrasound, haven't heard a heartbeat, nothing yet. What else? I had something pop into my head when I was talking about not being nauseous at all. Oh, I'm feeling rather weak these days. So I feel like I've got low blood sugar, or that I'm just weak, which is causing my daughter some grief because she wants to be held and to walk around being held. But I don't feel like I've got the strength some evenings to do that with her. So I will sit down and cuddle her, but she doesn't want that. She'll ask to walk and grab my hand and go to start walking, and I will start walking with her, but as soon as we start walking, she asks to come up. And I go for my blood work in a couple of days, actually tomorrow. I'm going for my blood work, so I'm curious as to whether or not my iron is really low. Could be. I do take prenatal, and I am eating meat still, so I'm hoping that my iron isn't low. I really don't want to go on iron supplements because they have a whole range of side effects, usually dealing with your GI tract, that I don't want to deal with. So I'm hoping that my iron isn't low. I recall being kind of lightheaded and low blood pressure and low blood sugar with my daughter when I was pregnant, so I'm hoping that that's just what it is this time and that it's going to pass. We've had a little bit of a rough week, or at least few days, in terms of sleep with my daughter. I think she's napping too long in the afternoons. She naps for generally 3 hours in the afternoon. And then she's going to bed. She sleeps for about an hour and a half, and then she wakes up, wants to nurse, which again is fine, and then she's awake. So once she's unlatched, she just lays there looking at the ceiling, and it's always in her room. So I can't leave her because if I go to get up and leave, then she starts crying again. So a couple of nights ago, we had a couple of really rough nights with a lot of crying because I'm not willing to sit there and nurse her all night. My nipples are too sensitive, they're too sore. I have too much of a nursing aversion that I can't sit there and nurse her all night. So as of yesterday, I kind of came up with a plan of let's try reducing her daytime naps. So I'm going to give her a maximum of 2 hours instead of the 3, because I think 15 hours of sleep in a 24-hour period at this point is just too much for her at 22 months. I don't think she needs that much. So we're going to reduce her naps down to 2 hours, which yesterday she did on her own. She napped for an hour and a half, and last night was a good night. She woke up once in the middle of the night. That was it. Oh, sorry. So we're going to try that and see if that works. If that doesn't work by late next week, I will be night weaning her, because I have found that once I tell her, no, we're not nursing anymore until the sun shines, till the sun wakes up, there's usually a big meltdown, a lot of crying and thrashing, and then she cuddles up and she goes to sleep. And once she goes to sleep after that, she generally doesn't wake up and ask to nurse again until it's daytime. So I really do think that night weaning her will help with her sleep, but I don't want to force her to night wean yet because my milk is drying up rather rapidly. I can still get milk out if I hand express. I know that she's still getting at least one letdown, but she's really not swallowing much, so I know that there's not much milk there. So I don't want to force her to night wean yet unless I need to. Unfortunately, I can't keep going at how she was sleeping. I can't function. My husband was suggesting that maybe by the time that the colostrum's coming in and everything, that she won't like the taste and she will stop nursing on her own at that time. But unfortunately, that's not for a little while still, and I can't go that long with that little sleep. I'm getting incredibly short with her during the day sometimes, and I don't want to be. It's just I'm so exhausted and so tired. I have a hard time putting up with some of her antics. So we're going to try reducing the naps, see if she sleeps better at night, because I don't mind one wake up. I can deal with one wake up. I'm still tired. Oh, I have to stop thinking about sleep. I'm still tired, but I'm much more functional and I'm a much better person with her. So we'll give that a shot. But I think that's all. I'm going to remember to do a belly shot this time. I'll turn off the camera and I'll get set up for a belly shot. And then I'm going to do some Janberry stuff. Fun. I'm making currently sample sticks so that I have a bunch of nail sticks with the wraps on it so that everybody can see exactly which or what each wrap looks like and what it coordinates with, because you can match them up without having to buy them and hope that the catalog is correct or the website is correct in the color. So I will do my 9-week pregnancy vlog, or my 9-week pregnancy belly shots, and then that will be it. Okay, so here we go. Shirt on. So I'm starting to get a little bit of a belly. Not too bad. Pull down my belly band. So there it is without the shirt on. There you go, can definitely see it better that way. So there really isn't too much there. Just enough to make me start looking like I'm a little bit pregnant. My belly is starting to get a little bit hairier. There you go, now you can see it a little bit better. But so far so good, no stretch marks. I'm hoping not to get stretch marks. I didn't get them with my daughter, so I'm hoping to not get them this time. I haven't started applying lotion yet, although I know it really doesn't do anything. You can always hope and try what you can. It's not going to hurt to put lotion on my belly every day. At the very least, it helps with the itchiness of the dry skin, so I'll probably start doing that now that my belly is starting to grow, just to make sure that it stays well hydrated. But I think that's all I've got. I will talk to you guys next week for week 10, double digits next week. Bye.